Hello friends, welcome to RR Digital Big Data Hadoop training program.
Today we'll discuss about pig scripts. Okay, so in a Hive model we already discussed about Hive scripts. Okay, so this pig scripts also like similar to Hive scripts. Okay, so till now in pig we executed individual queries. Okay, but if you want to execute okay, at a time 10 queries or a number of queries, okay, that time we have to use pig scripts. Okay, so here maybe I have one client requirement. Okay, so client asked me to create one bag. Okay, after that data loading. Okay, I have to load data. I have to apply a filter condition. Okay, and then I have to apply a limit. Okay, then final results I have to store in some location. So you can assume this is small example, but in real time maybe uh, based on business requirement we have to implement complex queries or a number of queries. Okay, so now for all these conditions I will write queries. Okay, after that I will put inside pig script. Okay, so pig scripts names you can give any name, but script should ends with dot pig. Any script, any pig script should ends with dot pig. So name you can give anything. Okay, so maybe here I'm giving a name as pig script dot pig. Create one bag. Okay, so here I will create a bag. Okay, so maybe employee bag. Okay, so load, data loading. Okay, data loading, and then using pig storage pipe as employee number int employee name array phone number array salary int department number int. Okay, so bag creation completed, and same time here we are loading data also. Okay, that means data loading also completed. Next third step I have to apply filter. Okay, so bag b equals to filter you are applying on which bag? Employee bag by salary, maybe salary greater than 40,000. Okay, so filter also I applied filter condition. Now I have to restrict rows. So bag c equals to limit you are applying on which bag? Previous bag. My previous bag name b. Okay, so bag b contains only 40,000 above related records. So based on B results, we are restricting rows. Here I want only 2 records from bag B. Okay. And final results I have to store in a directory because pig is session oriented. So here store results we have to store. Okay. And which bag? Bag C related into, okay, into under which directory you want to store. Home cloud. So if you want to store in HDFS, you have to give HDFS path, but here I am trying to store in a local directory. Okay, so testing. Okay, and then using pig storage type symbol. So this step also I implemented. Okay, now all these queries I have to put in a script. Okay, so here less at greater than pig script dot pig Okay, so all 4 queries. Okay, Control C. Okay, so successfully stored. Now I will check pig script.pig is available or not. It is available. Okay, even inside that query is also available or not, that will check. Okay, so query is also available. Now how to execute this pig script? Okay, so here pig -x local. If you want to execute in local mode, you have to give local. If you want to execute in HDFS or MapReduce mode, then here you have to give MapReduce. Okay, then your script name pig script dot. So inside that script, all the queries it will execute. Okay, so final output it will store into testing directory. Okay, so success, here it is showing success. Okay, and here it is telling output created. Okay, so cd dot pwd ls, here testing directory it is showing, so cd testing ls. So here output generated. Okay, so if you want to see output, cat file name. See, so limit we given a 2. That 2 should salary should more than 40,000. Okay, so like this real time, based on a requirement, we have to implement n number of queries. Those n number of queries we have to put into script, that is called a pig script. So next concept, parameters passing. Okay, so similar concept we discussed in a Hive module also, how to pass parameters to Hive scripts. Okay, so here also how to pass parameters to pig scripts. Okay, so here, okay, here I have a bag. Okay, bag. Okay, so loading here employee.txt. Okay, using a big storage pipe. Okay, so instead of hard coding a data file name, okay, see now I hard coded. Okay, if I execute pig script, it will execute first time, second time also. Okay, but maybe tomorrow file name it will change, it will come with a different name. That time this query will not work, right? Okay, so in such a scenario we have to make this as parameter. That parameter, while running the script, we have to pass the value. Okay, so here dollar file name. So this file name, while executing the script, I will pass this file name value. Okay, and delimiter also, maybe today it is separated by pipe, maybe tomorrow maybe data will separate by comma. Okay, so here also dollar delimiter. Okay, so like this we have to define parameters. Okay, so after defining parameters, how to pass values? I will create one script for this. Okay, cat greater than parameters dot pig script name. Okay, and then control C, ls. So parameters dot pig available, cat script. So inside script query is there. Okay, now while executing this script, I have to pass this parameters related values. Okay, so pig -x local, then param, first parameter name file name. So file name equals to, if it is employee.txt, employee.txt. If it is customer.txt, you have to give customer.txt. And the next param name delimiter. Okay, so delimiter equals to, if it is comma you can give comma, if it is pipe you can give pipe. Okay, after that -f, your script name, parameters dot pick, hyphen param. So successfully executed without any errors. So now we passed parameters without any errors. Okay, so this is about parameters passing.
Thanks for watching this session. Also please subscribe our channel for more videos. Bye friends.